to Color Acres. Today I'm doing a snack prep. Yep, usually you hear about meal prepping for the week. I'm actually going to do a little bit of snack prepping for the week. I like to have little treats around, healthy treats with extra protein in them that are just already made and easy to grab, and my husband seems to enjoy that as well. He can pack some little things up to take to work with him or have something to grab when he gets home or whatever. Especially if you have a sweet tooth, it's nice to have some things around that you can satisfy that sweet tooth with, so you're not tempted to grab something that's maybe not as good of a choice. So today I'm starting with some PB2 No Bake cookies. If you haven't used this PB2 before, there's other powdered peanut butters out there, but this is a really good one that's easy to find. The stuff is great. If you like peanut butter, you got to give this a try. There's a chocolate flavor too. I don't have that one, but this one's excellent. You could do lots of different things with it. You can add it to Greek yogurt too. I have not tried that, but I am going to try that soon. All right, I'm going to also share a couple of swaps you can make, things to think about when you're making something like this or another treat to kind of change the calorie content, and if you're wanting to add more protein, ways to add more protein without adding a bunch of calories. It's just something that I thought would be good to mention. I made these last week and I used some different oats and I used regular maple syrup, and it made such a difference in the calories. So I was able to knock those calories down quite a bit by making a couple of swaps. So I want to share that along the way in this recipe. And I feel like it's something to just kind of get you thinking too when you're making something, simple swaps you can make to save calories. All right. So for this recipe, I'm going to go through what we need for it, and then I'll tell you about those swaps I made. We need 1.5 cups of oats, 1/2 cup of the PB2 powder, 1/4 cup of cocoa, 1/4 cup of maple syrup, a pinch of salt, 1/4 cup of milk. You can use regular milk or almond milk, and a teaspoon of vanilla. Also, I am adding, and you can add this or leave this out, I am adding a scoop of protein powder. So that's a couple swaps I wanted to mention have to do with the oats and the maple syrup. So when I made these last week, I used these oats I get at Costco. These are good, sprouted rolled oats. They're a great brand, glyphosate free. I mean, they're Bobby approved, they're great. But per 1/2 cup of serving, it's 200 calories. You do get 7 grams of protein. 200 calories, 7 grams of protein. So the swap I made, like your normal oats, if you go to the store and you just get the regular Quaker old-fashioned oats, that's 150 calories per serving. That's per 1/2 cup, 5 grams of protein. I found these other Quaker oats yesterday when I was out shopping. So this is my first time using these Quaker protein old-fashioned oats. These have 160 calories per 1/2 cup serving, 10 grams of protein. Some of the other ones that also have boosted protein in them have a higher calorie count than this one. So I was surprised. This only has 10 more calories than the regular old-fashioned oats. So this I felt like was a really great swap. And this recipe has 1.5 cups of oats. So we're saving 120 calories by using this instead of this, which adds up fast. So anywhere you can save calories is nice. Plus we're getting an extra 9 grams of protein in less calories. So perfect swap. So keep that in mind when you're making things. What are some swaps you can make if you're trying to control the calorie count of whatever it is you're making? All right, so then the maple syrup, for example, love this maple syrup, by the way. This is a great choice. It's a non-refined sugar. I'm not telling you don't use it. Definitely use it. It's great. But it's 110 calories per 2 tablespoons. And this recipe has 1/4 cup, which is 4 tablespoons. So that's 220 calories from this maple syrup. But I am swapping with this Lakanto. I do love the Lakanto products. Sugar-free maple syrup. And this has only 10 calories per 2 tablespoons. So 20 calories. So that is a huge calorie savings right there. So I wanted to point that out, but you can choose to do whatever. I just thought it's always nice to think about those things. And when I'm making things, I'm usually thinking, especially if I do, a lot of times I don't do the calorie count of things, because when I do, sometimes I'm shocked and I'm like, oh wow, that has more in it than I thought. And that's how this recipe was for me. I thought, wow, I've got to make some changes, and that's why I did. All right, let's get back to the recipe, get started here. These are good. Like I said, I made these last week, so these, I promise you, are delicious if you like no-bake cookies. Got my oats here in the bowl already. Gonna add in my powdered peanut butter. I do have a video out there for the regular no-bake cookies with the regular sugar and butter in it. Those are delicious. Add in my cocoa, my protein powder, but I'm on my no processed sugar journey, and I'm loving it. I have no intention of going back. Once you get started on it, it's really not that hard, and it's better for your health, right? Not to be eating all that sugar. Salt. All right, in this little bowl, I'm gonna whisk together my liquid ingredients, my maple syrup, my almond milk, and my vanilla. I'm using my homemade vanilla. There's a video on this. Good stuff. Okay. Whisk this together. Also, you're gonna wanna have a little baking sheet with parchment paper. So you can scoop these onto that. So the first time I made these, last week, it only made 9 cookies. This we'll see what I come out with today. Part of the reason it only made 9, and it depends on how big you wanna make yours, I was eating a lot of this as I was making it because it tastes so good. And if you need a touch more moisture, you can always add just a touch more almond milk or regular milk, whichever you're using. I think I have enough. I'm gonna give it a little taste. Very good. But I love no-bake cookies. Love, love, love them. I used to make the regular ones kind of often. I'm gonna add just a tiny splash more, just to make sure. You want them to be good and moist because you don't want them to be dry and kind of crumbly and fall apart after you chill them in the fridge. I'm gonna scoop these onto my little baking sheet. See how many we get this time. These are gonna go in the fridge and chill for about 30 minutes or so, and you'll wanna just store them in the fridge. So they will keep for the week in the fridge. They may not last that long because they are really good. Okay, I'm gonna get these in the fridge and let them chill, and then I'll be trying them. I know they're already good though, but I'm ready to eat one because they are delicious. Also, I will be doing the calorie count and protein count for you. I need to redo that because I didn't know how many I was gonna get. So I needed to see so I can give you an accurate calorie count based on the ingredients I used, making 11 no-bake cookies. The no-bakes are ready to sample. Gonna give one a taste. And these are nice size cookies. So the calorie breakdown for these, using the ingredients I used, making 11 cookies, it's approximately 86 calories per cookie, 7 grams of protein. So that's pretty good for a little treat, right? And if you ate a couple of them, 14 extra grams of protein in your dessert, that's pretty good, I think anyway. Kind of a nice way to just bump up that protein a little bit if that's something you're trying to do. All right. Delicious. I love a no-bake cookie. And a no-bake cookie with no added sugar and some extra protein, even better. Gotta try these no-bake cookies if you want to do some little snack prep for the week, like I did. And I have one more recipe coming, so check out my next video, which will be the cereal bars, protein cereal bars. That's my other little snack prep for the week. And then again, just put them in a little container, have it in your fridge, and you've got something to grab whenever you feel the need to snack on something sweet. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to check out PB2, powdered peanut butter, all the things you can do with that. You can add to protein shakes too. And this Quaker protein oatmeal. Be sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to subscribe.